He didn't have a heart, but he still got up. The page predicted all of it. It helped me fight him.
He just disappeared? What the hell is going on here?
We need to figure that out if we're gonna do anything about it. Somehow we need to make sense of this. There's no rational explanation to what we just saw.
I'd love to blame this on mass hallucination caused by inhaling volcanic gas, but we both know that's bullshit. This was supernatural.
Well, I'm glad you were the one to say it. Now we can figure out a way forward. Right before things got crazy, Sheriff Breaker just vanished.
Maybe the sheriff knew more than he was letting on.
He seemed anxious, like he dreaded what was coming. One more mystery. The victim of a ritualistic murder turns into a monster. Is there a connection?
Looks to me like the cult of the tree is performing rituals to create monsters.
Maybe. We need to start with learning this cult's goal. Their purpose.
All right, well, we're picking right back up
There's
where
one
we
of the
left
pages
off.
on the floor.
Oh, shit, there's also a dead
These
sheriff's
pages
deputy.
are important. Breaker dropped one before he disappeared.
Yeah, there's definitely a dead deputy. Oh, here's the page.
Saga was back at Cauldron Lake. Saga had to pursue Nightingale into the overlap. Finding a way in would be difficult. A ritual. Saga would learn how. Stop the monster.
Well, all right.
Must be locked from the other side.
Well, let's head on over to the mine place.
A dead man turned into a monster. Light as a way to fight him. Pages predicting the future. There's no rational explanation. This is the case we must solve.
Saga had to pursue Nightingale into the overlap. Finding a way in would be difficult. Okay.
Yes.
Saga was back at Cauldron Lake. He was there too. A Taken, a creature of darkness. All right. And our cases.
We're dealing with an organized group of killers, not a lone serial killer. The cult of the tree is behind these murders. This case just became much more complicated. I'll need to start a new file. But it's my first cult case. Exciting.
Wow. Okay. Cult of the Tree.
I need to know more about the cult of the tree if I'm going to shut them down.
Man, we just had a bunch of clues just kind of hanging out. Let's see. The cult of the tree is performing rituals, so that's their goal. The victims are...
No.
So writing as part of the ritual. I love how she coughs because I got that in the wrong spot. Well, where the heck does it go? The cult necklace. This is the symbol, so I would say that falls under who's involved. What kind of cult, maybe? How is the deer mask not a symbol?
Sure.
A large amount of supplies on the table. Is that the cult ritual? Under psychology. Obviously I'm not an FBI agent here. Yeah, Nightingale was the only one to become a monster. I think I've done every spot. Okay. Well, we've got this board plotted out.
These stashes could contain clues about the cult. Better keep an eye out for more.
This is a Cauldron Lake. So there's stashes around the Bright Falls area too. At least 9 of them, it looks like. It's nice that it tells me how many I should be looking for.
Finding a Casey movie lunchbox out here can't be a coincidence. Another message?
I think I discovered FBC takes us back to the game Control, the Federal Bureau of Control. So anyway. Oh. Up here by the lake. Where I found both of those. Okay.
Saga was back at Cauldron Lake. He was there too, Nightingale. Was, but wasn't a Taken, a creature of darkness. He was beyond her reach, where some other strange reality, the dark place, merged with ours. This place and the dark place, a tarp thrown over top, drowning everything beneath it, a flood of darkness, soaking into everything, spoiling it, rotting it. The page called this area an overlap. Saga had to pursue Nightingale into the overlap. Finding a way in would be difficult, required precise steps, a ritual. Saga would learn how. Stop the monster before he killed again. Her job, he'd be inside, waiting for her.
And I don't think we're gonna... Okay, yeah, that just plays music. Okay, so I think we're finally done in there.
The page places Nightingale back at Cauldron Lake. Calls him a Taken. We need to head over there, stop him, before anyone else gets hurt.
Okay.
We heard gunshots. Y'all okay?
Did you get spooked by the bodies?
Sheriff Breaker disappeared. Nightingale turned into some sort of a monster, and there are offices down. You two handle things here. We need to get back to Cauldron Lake immediately.
Fuck me. That's terrible. We'll do what we can, man.
What's terrible is your freaking coworker is laying on the floor dead here, and you guys aren't at all surprised. You heard gunshots, but you didn't come help?
But that's crazy, right, Thornton? Nightingale's heart was missing. How could he do anything? He's dead.
Yeah, that's all crazy talk. Monsters aren't real, and what do you mean the sheriff disappeared? Like poof? He's gone like magic? Magic's not real. Magic's not real. Right, Mulligan?
No, Thornton. Monsters aren't real, and magic's definitely not real.
I knew that.
All right, those are some weird fellas right there. Gotta make sure we investigate all the rooms. Ah. Random file cabinet. Don't know what it is I'm taking here. Are those bullets? 9mm looks like. Don't mind if I do.
I need bolt cutters.
Come on, Alex.
They're a fine pair.
I mean, I hate to say it. I feel like this whole station should be on lockdown or something.
Oh dear, I am a tourist, and it appears that I'm lost in the woods. You only had a tour guide, also. It's bear season. Oh no, a bear. Help. Did somebody call for a tour guide? Oh wow.
Wow.
Brothers Adventure Tours.
Oh my god, the acting is fantastic there.
That's right. I'm Ilmo Koskalabotic Best Coffee Roaster.
You see, I feel like this deputy right here should not be at the computer just typing notes. I mean, your sheriff just disappeared.
I've heard the government has seized and restricted access to many local nature attractions. That is true, young. Many local attractions have
Oh. Sorry, deputy. Didn't mean to disturb you. With the gunshots in the basement and all. I mean, come on.
Take it easy.
My client has been held here long enough. Are you gonna let me speak to them or not?
Just a moment, ma'am. Someone will be right with you.
Nightingale and his cult are dangerous. We need to be prepared in case things escalate more than they already have. Can you call it in, KC?
Smart choice, Anderson. Yeah, Agent Casey here. Yeah. We need backup. The Bright Falls case. Whoever you can spare. ASAP. Think we'll actually find Nightingale at the lake?
The pages haven't been wrong yet.
We can't assume the person writing these pages isn't playing us.
I agree. But it's our best lead.
What the hell is going... What is it? That guy in the corner with the mustache? This person here hiding behind the telephone pole? What is going on in this town? Either way, we're going to get back to the car. We're going to head back to Cauldron Lake, I think. Right?
Rinse and repeat. Clock out, get a beer. Or maybe 3.
3 beers. Good idea, buddy.
I need to come clean, Anderson. I know why Nightingale was here 13 years ago. He was chasing a writer, Alan Wake.
Tammy mentioned him. She's writing a book on his disappearance.
You know the detective character from his books, Alex Casey.
Yeah, I've heard the jokes at the office. Cold case Casey. Murder case Casey. Sorry.
Ha. It's the same name, similar job. It's the first thing anyone thinks of. It annoyed me, but that was it. Then, 10 years ago, I started getting strange letters in the mail. Fragments of prose describing murders. You've heard the stories about what happened in New York. Some of it, at least. Bodies started to pile up. It was a murder cult. Turns out the fragments sent to me were from the crime books of Alan Wake. The cult was copycatting the murders from the books. In their heads, they were performing a ritual to bring Wake back. Their imagined prophet. After that case, I started looking into Wake's disappearance on the side.
And you thought this case might be connected to him? His name does keep popping up.
I just wanted you to have all the facts.
Next time, give them to me before we find ourselves in the middle of a horror story.
Return to the heart.
The page says Nightingale's in something called an overlap. Need to figure out exactly what that means.
I'm happy I'm not in charge of this mess.
Thanks. Let's start looking for Nightingale where he was killed. Great. This area is supposed to be close to the public.
So where are we at on the map? We're back at the parking lot. Okay. Last time we went down there. This time we're going to take the shortcuts around. Okay.
The writer of these pages knows what will happen. Because they're behind this, or because they can see what's coming. Impossible things are happening here. A world operating on different rules. I need to understand this strange logic. To see the clues. To solve the case. I've been thinking more about the cult of the tree. What sort of cult refers to themselves as a cult?
In my experience, they don't.
We're not seeing the full picture yet.
Hey, hello there. How are you folks doing?
Those restricted area signs don't do a damn thing, huh?
This the guy from the commercial?
Hello. Saga Anderson. Are you two supposed to be here?
I'm Ilmo Koskela. Fantastic to meet you. And yes, Stephen here hired me to show him through the woods. He's in town on important government business. Fixing this impressive piece of hardware.
I work for the FBC, ma'am. I'm authorized to be here.
And I bet you two are here about that murder. Nasty stuff. How's it going?
How did you hear about the murder, Ilmo? Do you know anything that could help us?
People tend to tell me things. The Koskela brothers are kind of a household name around here. Speaking of, if you're looking for some fun, stop by Watery. Just down the road from Bright Falls, there's our Coffee World amusement park. There's sauna ja vihta. And we offer a variety of guided tours, hunting, fishing, hiking, whatever strikes your fancy. You name it, we probably got it.
What is this thing?
It's just a monitoring station, ma'am. The Federal Bureau of Control checks volcanic activity and air toxicity levels. No need to worry, though. It's mostly for research purposes.
That's one gorgeous sweater, Saga. Looks Nordic. I bet a family member made it.
Wow, okay.
My mother made this sweater for me. How do you know?
I knew it. My mom used to knit those sweaters for me and my brother. Watery, my hometown, was founded by Finnish immigrants. So between your name and the sweater, I figured your family might be from Finland too. Suomi, Finland. Pulla, Karjalan piirakka.
Close. My mom's family is from Sweden originally. I don't know much about them beyond that. The sweater is just something to remember her by. Stephen, we're investigating a murder that occurred nearby. What can you tell me about your bureau?
Nothing that isn't classified, I'm afraid. But I don't know anything about a murder. The operations here are run by a different department. I'm just here to make some repairs. The wiring on this thing frays every couple months.
Yep, that's the raccoons. They grow real big here with teeth like you wouldn't believe. Can't gnaw right through a garbage can.
Okay, we're done for now.
I'm gonna just investigate, poke around inside your little box here.
Pains my ass.
What'd you find there, Steven? Well, let's see what this page here says. Clear signs of tampering. Signal was rerouted into a transmitter that is not one of ours. I fixed it so any alerts will come our way, but it's definitely concerning. I'll make a report for the investigations department. Leaving this here in case I'm not the next person to fix this thing. If you're reading this, check for tampering. We may want to put more secure metal casing around the whole thing so that the raccoons can't get it anymore. Stephen Lynn, Chief Technician. Oh, cool. We already found that lunchbox, so... Sorry, Alex.
Let's get to the murder site, Casey. A lot of things about this case keep bothering me. But one thing feels really off. Breaker's disappearance. I don't get the feeling Nightingale was responsible.
He was about to give you more of those pages. Something didn't want us to have them? Or was protecting him from Nightingale? Spontaneous combustion? I don't know. Not the kind of disappearance we normally solve. Our crime scene's drowning. I never minded rain. Feels like home.
No sign of Nightingale. But the page did place him at Cauldron Lake, in an overlap. So how do we follow him there?
Maybe something around here will tell us.
After we find Nightingale, what then? I've never arrested a monster.
I've watched you arrest plenty of monsters, Anderson.
You know what I mean. Monsters. Light worked against him at the morgue. That might be the only way to stop him from hurting anyone else.
And that means you're out here at the wrong time of day, Anderson.
Monsters? Overlaps? Rituals? What do you make of all of this?
The killers are usually the ones performing the ritual, not the detective. Acting out their sick fantasy. They may be trying to get you involved, forcing you into their twisted world.
But with dead men coming alive, the word ritual starts to have more weight behind it. We need to look around. Learn what this ritual is.
Oh, there's
We've
more
seen
triangles.
this symbol before.
Good eye.
Bare feet. Nightingale. I'll see where these footprints lead. Can you comb through the crime scene one more time, KC? Just in case?
On it. If anything comes up, I'll radio you.
That is a classic, terrible idea. You just encountered a monster, a woke from the dead zombie monster, and you want to split up. Terrible idea, but let's do it. Let's do this. Let's burn this candle. It's kind of creepy, I'm not gonna lie.
The tracks lead into the water. Where'd he go from here?
Oh shit!
I can feel something. A presence.
Oh, that startled me.
Nightingale isn't far.
You got your gun out. Good thinking. Random bullets. You see, this is when you should be calling your partner. We read the story about the witch's ladle earlier.
What is that? It seems like it's reacting to the light. These aren't the same tracks that were here before. They're headed into the tree, not out of it. My flashlight burned the dark stuff away. It was covering another page.
The fuse was in place. Saga stepped into the witch's hut. Inside, a bright light. There were objects that stood out to Saga, as if the light had manifested them.
The witch's hut. Okay. I trust the pages to lead me to the overlap.
I'm waiting for another jump scare to happen.
This is the witch's hut.
Oh, was there something that ran behind the hut there?
Thought I saw something in the woods. Probably just a deer, but I'm gonna check it out.
Okay. I found another page. Following up on a lead. Keep checking in.
Roger.
The page described the hut being lit and mentioned a fuse.
All right. Can't get around that way. This is just a sign, not a fuse box. Oh, here we go.
The fuse box is missing a fuse. I need to find one to turn on the lights.
Or where the hell do I find a fuse at? The only place I can think of would be inside the hut. Little hatchet down there. See if there's something down on this little trail here.
This fuse is busted.
Okay, well, at least we're on the right track.
This one looks good. People should really stop littering, though.
Littering? That almost seems set up. I don't think anyone's out here like, let's just get rid of some fuses. It's a lunchbox. Okay. Oh, okay. I guess that's what we need to do is a quick save.
Another page. Making progress.
Where is the other page? Oh, right there. All right. Well, as I promised in my last video, I'm not going to let these run on for an hour. So this is probably a good stopping point. We're going to catch you in the next video. I appreciate you watching. Y'all take care.